from the Greater San Francisco chapter, our #2 fundraiser. Greater Sacramento chapter, sorry. Angela Pop.
All this hydrating is catching up to me, so I might have to make this quick. But hydrate. First, I do want to thank everybody for being here. You know, just the fact that you're here means that you've been on an incredible journey. Either you're a patient or a family member, which is a huge commitment in itself. I have to thank my husband Bob for being the support this time, because as I'm out trying to swim in the lake, freezing cold, he's home putting the kids to bed. So I have to really thank him for that. So like I said, everybody that has been touched by cancer or the treatment of cancer know that we've kind of become a club. Not that we wanted to join it, but we're here, and the fact that you are here means that we are making a difference. It's not like we're thinking about it. You guys are here, and we're active, and we're doing it, and we are making a difference. So thank you, everybody. So I'll just tell you my journey of how I've gotten here today, and it really started when I met Bob. Older in life, my mom is here. She, you know, I'm Italian. When I wasn't married with babies at 21, what? So finally, at 37, I met Bob, and it was like, okay, let's go. We gotta get these babies made. So we did. Like the second month after we were married, and we got pregnant with Lauren, or with Kendall, and then 3 months later, I got pregnant with Lauren. I'm breastfeeding. You're not supposed to get pregnant while you're breastfeeding, but I did. Yeah. So anyway, the mothership began, and that's what I have been for 6 years. And after Lauren, we always wanted 3. I always wanted 3 babies. This was when I thought you could plan your life, you know. Okay, you get married, you have your babies, you live happily ever after. Well, after we had Lauren, got pregnant again, and miscarried. Okay, well, you do that when you have multiple babies. Well, 6 miscarriages later, I get pregnant again, and it took, and we're very thrilled. We didn't find out if it was a boy or a girl, and had a perfect pregnancy, absolutely nothing wrong. And actually, I went into labor on Friday the 13th. I said, no, I don't want to have the baby on Friday the 13th. I hope I just continue into the 14th, and I did. So I thought, okay, it was a good and a bad thing, but I made it to the 14th, which is actually, it was his due date. So it was a boy, obviously, and he was 8 pounds, 6 ounces, just a beautiful, healthy, so I thought, baby boy. And the next day, you know, I had done the baby thing before. I just wanted to get out of the hospital. I had just called Kendall and said, we're on our way home with your baby brother. They were so excited to be big sisters. And it was at Kaiser, and you know this little onesie that they always have you wear. They wanted it back after we had put him in the car seat. So we took him out of the car seat, lost him, and I noticed that he had like little dots on his arm. You know, newborns have these things, right? So, but my nurse practitioner happened to be there. She's like, well, let me go take him back, look under the lights just to make sure. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go home, you know, come back. Well, as many of you know, when a doctor comes along with the nurse, his face was completely flush and he was shaking. I'm like, what is going on? And he said, I can't even believe I am saying this, but we believe your son has leukemia. And I'm like, it didn't even register. When you hear those words, just, he looked perfect. And his white count was 191,000, which is a lot. And they just swept him away, and the doctors were stunned. His diagnosis was congenital AML, which is the bad one. All of them are bad, but this was the really bad one. And they didn't know what to say. They didn't know what to do. There was no protocol. He was a neonate, under a month old. You really can't give him chemo because the chemo would kill him. And so the roller coaster began, which I'm sure many of you know. I was doing so good so far.
You're good. You're great.